If you've been eagerly waiting to build your dream home, manage your Zoi's life, and dive into next-gen simulation chaos on your PlayStation 5, I've got some bittersweet news. The much-anticipated console release of inZOI has officially been pushed to the first half of 2027. Now, I'm making this video because there are some people who are not updated, which is fair. Some people have lives and not always online. I get it. So I want to update you guys as well if you do see this video. Now, the internet has been ablaze with theories, frustration, and plenty of hot takes. So today we're breaking down the real reason behind this delay, looking at the technical hurdles, evaluating the massive elephant in the room, GTA 6, and answering whether a console beta is still on the table. Let's dive in. Let's address the elephant in the technical room first. inZOI is built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5, and visually, it is an absolute beast. It features hyper-realistic character models, dynamic global illumination, dense city traffic, and deep physics simulations. Porting that level of complexity from a high-end PC environment to console hardware isn't just a matter of hitting export to PS5 button. In official updates from developer krafton and studio lead Jun, the team made it clear they refused to just push a lazy one-to-one PC port. Trying to cram a mouse-heavy, menu-dense live sim onto a standard DualSense controller is a massive UX nightmare. The developers are completely reworking the control flow so menus feel natural on a gamepad. Unlike PC Early Access where you can patch things on the fly, getting a game onto the PlayStation Store requires passing strict performance stability and optimization guidelines from Sony. Essentially, silent delays happen because developers realize half-baked optimization will kill a console game's reputation right out of the gate. Now, let's put on our industry insider hat for a second, because a massive series circulating in comment sections and on Reddit is the GTA 6 factor. We know that Grand Theft Auto 6 is locked in for release on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S in November 2026. When a juggernaut like that drops, it completely sucks the oxygen out of the entire gaming ecosystem. Media attention, consumer wallets, and player retention shift entirely toward Rockstar's masterpiece. While the developers at inZOI have pointed primarily toward UI optimization and quality assurance for their timeline shift to 2027, you have to look at the broader industry strategy. Launching a brand new, complex live sim anywhere near the window of GTA 6 would be absolute commercial suicide. Shifting the window gives inZOI breathing room to own the simulation market cleanly in early 2027 without getting completely eclipsed. A huge talking point in the comments lately have been, can't they just drop a console beta for us to test? It's a completely fair question, especially since PC players got early access to help shape the game. Unfortunately, the developers have addressed this directly, and the reality is a bit of a bummer. Large-scale public console betas are unlikely. Building infrastructure for a stable, public console beta requires a massive amount of engineering overhead. Managing closed certification builds through Sony, setting up separate backend servers, and dealing with patch deployment restrictions on PlayStation Network architecture, instead of splitting their limited development workforce to maintain a fragmented console beta build, the team has chosen to focus entirely on landing a polished feature-complete release for 2027. They do want community feedback channeled through updates and surveys, but a hands-on public test for console players looks practically out of reach. So, how is the community actually feeling about all this? I look through YouTube comment sections, Reddit, and Discord, and the sentiment is fascinatingly split right down the middle. Console players feel sidelined. Some comments literally read, "Why make us wait longer? Not every PS5 owner expects perfection on day one." There's a palpable fear that the game might face even more delays down the line. On the flip side, a massive wave of players is praising the transparency. They'd rather see a studio take its time than rush out a buggy, crashing mess that leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth, especially given how painful past console ports of PC simulation games have been. Honestly, I think the delay is the right call. Look at what happened to other ambitious games that rushed onto last gen or current gen hardware before they were truly ready. They get dragged through the mud at launch, and the recovery takes months. inZOI is trying to establish itself as a legitimate long-term rival to The Sims. If it launches on PS5 with janky controls, frame rate drops, and a messy UI, it won't survive. Giving it that extra breathing room until 2027 shows maturity from krafton. Believe me, I know, it sucks to wait. but it's better to wait for a masterpiece than rush into a disaster. Where do you guys stand on this? Are you willing to wait until 2027 for a polished gamepad optimized experience? Or are you frustrated that console players are getting the short end of the stick yet again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more stuff like this. As always, thank you so much for giving the time of day. I genuinely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.